All right, we are live August 27th on the squeaky chair. Just want to do a quick little channel update, folks. We're here at the crib, and you can see in the background, I spare no expense to have the backdrop clean, the broom, and Kodiak canvas cabin tent on the dining room table, drying out from our last camping trip here. So I have not done a good update in a while, so we're going to break this down into a few components, and hopefully there'll be a good 10-20 minutes before the missus and the little one arrives. Give me time to do that. So I'm gonna break this out into three sections. Basically, tell you what I did over the summer, since we are a week away from Labor Day, a long weekend. Summer's almost over, and we'll have a Q&A section, and then basically the fall and winter plans. So with that, let's start with the summer break. Like a lot of people, I decided to just simply take a break from YouTube and from a lot of stuff. If you looked at some of the previous stuff, I was at work, traveling a lot, so I just needed a little break after I don't know how many years of uploading weekly, multiple videos. So I just need a little bit of break. But I did enjoy myself. If you keep tabs on the community tab using the YouTube or maybe Instagram or Twitter, I have been busy doing stuff, trying to regain some activity. Lost my hiking buddy back in May, so thank you for those who sent me some kind words for that. So in May, I went down to Rhode Island to go see my grandmother. She turned 100. So went down, met up with the rest of the family. So that was pretty nice. In June, I made the acquisition of the new bike that you are probably seeing in some of the recent uploads on Instagram, and that's pretty fun. Having a blast right now. I'll do another video on the bike itself, but right now I'm basically doing a volume building program, and then we'll talk about some of the gear. I'm getting some stuff hopefully delivered tomorrow, so I can do that. In August, in June, I took out the Kodiak truck tent for a little outing in the rain. The theme for the Kodiak canvas tenting this year, truck tent or cabin tent, has been either setting up or tearing down in the rain. Hence why the tent is right there on the table, because Nova Scotia weather, it rains for a few days at a time. So August, we went down to Maine, Baxter State Park. Enjoyed a little bit of rustic camping and spent a little bit of time with the folks. And then we just finished family camping weekend at Prince Edward Island to see the Outlaws. So that was always fun. And of course, prepping up, trying to figure out what to do this fall. I think I've got the idea. Hopefully it will involve some Kodiak truck tenting and some bike touring. So that would be kind of fun. Let's switch over to the Q&A section. And there's a lot of good stuff here. A little comment here from Steve. Yes, rain in St. Andrews. Man, I gotta tell you, St. Andrews is gonna start to get cold pretty darn quick. The folks actually, they do spend quite a bit of time in St. Andrews. We were down in St. Andrews at the Algonquin for March, for spring break, and that was fun. I think we'll make that a regular occurrence. We actually had fun, but man, it was frigid. It was frigid. I think I have a live stream that morning. Woo! Anyway, so a couple good Q&A sessions. One of them was on the Earthmate app. So this is with the inReach Explorer Plus, the old inReach models. Are you able to flip some of the units from kilometers an hour to knots, especially for wind speed and some of the other fields? The answer is no. The Earthmate app is pretty limited as to what you want to do. It is still a lot better than the Explorer app, but yeah, you can't really get into the units like you do on the device itself, unfortunately. And if you notice on the Garmin website, they stopped pushing the Earthmate app and also the inReach Sync app, which is required for the Explorer Plus and SE Plus and all the other ones before the 66i model. So it's going to be, I love Garmin and their backwards compatibility strategy, which is to abandon everything. And also the same thing related to that, for those who are wondering how you can get notifications on, let's say, your Garmin Instinct using an inReach, because you have the inReach remote feature, and you also have that on the 66 ST. The answer is you can't, because the new inReach devices are using the Ant Plus sensor for the syncing, and while the older DeLorme versions, or the one that just came out, Explorer Plus, SE Plus, uses Bluetooth. So they decided to ditch that completely, so it's going to be really difficult for us who've had older inReach models to use any of the compatibility. Hey, shout out to Bearded Hiker, Jax there. If you checked out the Instagram, where I did his Texas style chili, which is, we're gonna have that, some leftovers tonight. Did most of the recipe, took out a little bit of the heat, because up here, water is our main spice. So no, actually we did, I only cut out 2 of the jalapenos, and there was another thing for an extra spice or peppers. So, but other than that, threw everything else in, used the nitro stout, which was kind of light. I don't think a heavier stout would do well, but anyway. But it turned out great. So thanks a lot for the upload. I have a lot of stuff in my watch later queue, so hopefully I'll be getting to a couple of them. Another question here that I've been getting on a lot on the older Fitbit videos, which are 3 or 4 years old. I guess there's a new version out, or some company wellness program. People are getting Fitbits. So one of them is how to use, how to do the reset. And on the charging cable, there's a button, but I guess now they did a design change, and the button's no longer there. So with that, I should start putting on disclaimer on these older videos, software changes and hardware changes, because I have been getting a few comments on a few videos when I do tutorials, hardware changes. And let's see, what else here? Can you delete activities on your Garmin after you synced it to Garmin Connect? And the answer is yes. You can, once you're synced, it's stored, archived in your Garmin Connect, and you can safely delete it from the device if you're running out of space. Nowadays, there's a setting that they will delete the oldest activity once you start running out of room. But anytime you're training for half marathons or marathons, I know a lot of people have that problem, so you can delete it that way. And also, what is the weather source on the Vivo Active 3? So when you're synced with your smartphone, there's the little weather widget, and then grabs the weather data that's on the weather app, default weather app on your phone. So whatever source that is, Yahoo, or I think it's Yahoo for iPhone, I think, not sure. But that's what the source is. You look on the weather app on the phone, and it will tell you what it is. Another question I got was with the Kodiak canvas truck tent, whether or not on your truck bed will it fit using a tonneau cover or rails. For tonneau covers, there are specific model lists that you can check out. Send an email to Kodiak customer service. They're pretty quick. They'll let you know. There's certain ones, especially anything that prohibits you putting the Kodiak rails on the side of the truck. So if you already have anything that extends the width of the truck bed on top, ain't gonna work. If it only is like a foot from the cab, then you're good to go. Same thing with toolboxes, and that's the reason why I have the back rack accessory. I can still mount the tent on, and having been out with it in rain this spring, I can tell you that as long as you get those corners covered, no problem, no problem. Let's see, the Explorer app. Can you download maps? So the Explorer app is a very light version of the EarthMate app for your inReach. So if you have the Instinct, Map 66, STs, that kind of stuff, they're trying to direct you to the Explorer app. And then once you register with that, you can download all those DeLorme map layers that the inReach users used to have for that. So, but no easy way to get those DeLorme maps on your Garmin 66. And Yeah, and you're only limited to the few that you're available, region depending. So there you go. Those are the Q&As. 10 minutes in, we'll do this for another couple minutes before the girls arrive and all hell breaks loose here. So this video is powered by Boxing Rock, Vickers Cross, double IPA. Just because I only drink one of these a day. Like an apple a day, right? All right, so that brings me to fall plans. What's going on in the fall? So, as I said, I took my little summer break. I really needed a break. I think a lot of people, a lot of creators, just taking a break, which is good. Kind of feel a little bit more energized these days, and needed a new hobby because of my hiking buddy. So yeah, so I planning to do a little bit more of some that bike touring stuff that you saw in the last upload. Don't know if you guys liked it or not. Would you prefer a shorter or a longer video of that type? I tend to do very short videos in general, but since I'll be focusing, the main focus will be tutorials, but when I do want to do other stuff, the outdoor recreation side, would you prefer longer videos or not? So that'll be a question to ask. Let's see, new Garmin hardware for tutorials. Speaking of tutorials, Garmin released a whole crap load of devices, a lot of inReach powered devices, which is way out of my price range since I don't get them for free anymore. However, the eTrex 22X, I'm going to get that. They're rebranding the 64, so all those videos look fine. And then continue doing more of the advanced topics for the Instinct and the 66 ST. Let's see, we're shopping for a new RV. Mrs. started talking about early retirement and stuff, and anyway, as we say back in Quebec City when I was going for work, à suivre. Let's see, so this fall, so Kodiak truck tent outings. Gonna combine that with the bike, so do a nice long bike ride, shoot video, then spend an overnight at a nearby park, that kind of stuff. Because I tend to, there's beautiful rails to trails areas here in the province. There were many lines, rail lines back in the day, shipbuilding, logging industry, whatever. And then, I don't know how long ago, they just ripped them all up and converted a lot of them to recreational multi-use trails, ATVs, skis, bikes, that kind of stuff. So there are hundreds of kilometers of trails. Some of them are just fantastic. I don't know if you check the Instagram feed. Did I post? Yeah, I posted that also on the community feed. I think I did on the YouTube, where I'm biking along a tidal bore or a river, and thought I was going out. Just fantastic scenery in the fall once the colors start changing, because a little bit more hardwood up there, so that should be kind of fun. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to do with that. Also doing some YouTube maintenance, so there should be some new Amazon links. I have been getting a few comments on people not finding the products or the items that I mentioned in the video, so I've kind of broken them down into 4 main categories, and then cleaned up some of the lists, so that should make things a little bit easier to find. I also will be updating some of the more popular videos. There are some videos that are still getting long in the tooth. Just need to update some of them stuff. And I was playing around with the move to 4K, and nope, not yet. I just upgraded phones right here. I'm using an iPhone XR right now, and experimented with the workflow. I've been editing and uploading on the phone for the last little while, and the last thing I had to do basically was to do the thumbnail, be able to do that on the phone, so I was able to do that with the last video. I think it's all right for a new style. So I don't think 4K is in the cards for now, but I am looking. 360 cameras, 4K cameras, action cameras, whatever. I have a GoPro here somewhere. Oh, I see it right now. I've been looking for it today, but looking at the GoPro to see what else I can mount on that bike. So the other thing I'm going to be doing is also reducing the footprint now, because I took a break. Now I know how little time I have, so I am getting out of the whole publishing everywhere, every platform possible, and spreading myself out. So I am going to be reducing the footprint. Main focus will be on the YouTube mobile app, so community tab, that kind of stuff. You'll see it there. You'll see the website. And then the 2 social media with under my name, Twitter and Instagram for now. The other accounts with the Avoiding Chores kind of branded, that will probably go dormant. Podcasts, if you're subscribed, hang on to it. Gotta find time with the boys there to do something here. And there's also the email mailing list. So we're gonna bring it down. I had a lot more stuff. Anything that's active, I didn't mention, it's probably gonna go dormant. So that's that. So I wanted to focus really on YouTube and website for now. And then if I have time on the other media, then I'll do some stuff there. But that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to this time. Now that, you know, I'm getting less and less interested in the whole influencer marketing stuff here. And I don't want to say mommy bloggers ruined it for everybody, but no, I'm kidding. Times are changing. Did for a little while and realized that I like doing certain types of videos and you guys like watching certain type of videos and vice versa. So that's it. That's all I got. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the feedback, Steve and Jax, bearded hiker, and hopefully we'll do something on the weekend. They're announcing a tropical cyclone up this way, so that will determine which direction I go for my outing. So we'll see what's going on. I think hopefully Friday I can get out, get to do something. That's it. That's all I got. 17 minutes, not too bad. I can probably kill for time and just stare. You guys can tell me about your problems and all that other stuff. Anyway, in the replay, I'll put down the time markers so you can skip through the chapters and stuff. And my watch queue, hey, my watch later queue. I'm famous. It's September. How many do I have? I should have about 300 in my queue. 312 videos in my watch later queue. Whew. It's the people I want to watch. So if I haven't been commenting in a while, but I've probably been giving you the thumbs up here. So if it's in the queue, I'm going to watch it. So we'll hopefully make an effort to get into that. And for some reason, I was on Amazon developer website, and there's this one-click create a Fire TV app that pulls your YouTube feed out. I have no idea if it's worth doing that or not. I got the app pretty much all created, so it's I have no idea. It's really, just go to creator.amazon.com, and they're this literally five minutes. If you have all your images for the backgrounds and stuff like that, it is super duper easy. Probably doesn't play any of the ads, but if you want a new platform to put your stuff, yeah. Anyway, let me know if you've looked into that or not, but that's it. We'll talk to you guys next time, and maybe I'll have the tent folded by then. All right, see you guys.